right, we want to welcome everybody here to the 27th Annual Fall King of the Beach Tournament presented by Betts Fishing Center and Visit St. Pete Clearwater. King of the Beach is the largest and richest kingfish tournament in the world. In the past 10 years, the Old Salt Fishing Foundation, with your help, has donated over $1 million to local charity through our fishing tournaments and events. You always go to oldsaltfishing.org for more information. Like us on any of your favorite social media sites, and please support and thank the companies and sponsors that support our event that makes it happen.
All right. Raffle tickets will be available online starting tomorrow. Check Facebook and our website to view the items and purchase tickets. No silent auction this year. Also, you can win a Suzuki 200 horsepower engine repower from Mastery's Engine Center. That is worth $16,000. We'll also be selling those tickets throughout the weekend. These are separate raffle tickets, and they can be purchased at the check-in or weigh-in. On Saturday, tell all your friends who can't attend to watch the weigh-in. Watch you weigh in your fish on Saturday and with the live stream on oldsaltfishing.org. The weigh-in starts at 3 p.m. All team must be in line by 5 p.m. Old Salt's Fishing Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit all-volunteer organization. Please be sure to thank our volunteers. You'll see them all the weekend out there in their neon shirts. And we have a special thanks to the Old Salt Board of Directors for everything they do, especially Amy Verdinsky.
Damn, this is odd. All right, so we'll have on the field, just everybody's asking questions. We will have food on the field. It won't be the full display as always. Obviously, our official event apparel as well. We will have a bar. That was another big question we've been getting. The bar will be open with social distancing, obviously. But we also want to just thank right now Betts Fishing Center, your one-stop shop, helping Tampa Bay anglers improve their fishing experience for over the last 50 years. CustomFishing.com in Largo, Florida. Visit St. Pete Clearwater. For visitors across the United States, visit St. Pete Clearwater as represented St. Pete Clearwater and its 35 miles of award-winning beaches, world-class art and culture, vibrant nightlife, one-of-a-kind dining, eco tours, fishing, water sports. Come stay and play with us. I'd also like to thank the Madeira Beach Marina, the official foundation, Old Salt Fishing Foundation official marina partner. They are offering 20 cents off a discount for all our anglers that are registered in the event.
We'd also like to thank Suzuki Repower with Mastery Engine Center. Repower with Suzuki today. Mention the Old Salts receive special pricing. Suzuki outboards, Old Salt official marine engine, leading the pack in technology and performance. And we'd also like to thank Pro Marine, their official Sea Hunt dealer serving Tampa Bay with new and pre-owned inventory. Service center and fully stocked parts department. That's where I get my boat serviced every year. And Yamaha and Mercury certified technicians. We also like to thank Single Source Insurance, the official insurance agency of the Old Salts Fishing Foundation.
Right now we got a couple other people I think we'd like to thank as well. We got 102.5 The Bone, 13 Fishing, CZC Insurance, Maui Jim, the official sunglass of the Old Salts, CV Boats, Squid Ink Production, Tito's Vodka, FCS Grease Demons, Frank DeCostola, Johnson Jewelers, Reef Donkey, Snappers and 1200 Shop House, Tom George Yacht Group, Aquatic Nutrition, Aylesworth Fish and Bait, Bay Pines Marina, Dogfish Tackle, Fish, Fisherman's Ideal Supply House, Florida Beach Advertising, Mahoffers.
Don't forget Mahoffers.
Gotta go to Mahoffers. Mirror Lure, Northeastern Marine, Ocean Tamer Bean Bags, Saltwater Hippie Bar, the Brass Captain and Frabadas, the Bronze Lady, the Plantation Resort, Winn-Dixie, Adventurous Women, the Alligators Attraction in Johns Pass, Clark Electric, the Dax Shack, Dr. John Penny, Florida Family, KOA, Offshore Therapy, the Sports Bar, and the VFW of Madeira Beach.
Well, this is truly an unusual year, Tom. First time we've ever done the captain's meeting virtually on Facebook Live.
For sure.
We don't have a ton of people. We're used to having 4,000 or 5,000 people on the field in front of us, all having a good time, and I think we'll be able to do that again in the spring, since I think we're the first big event that's going to happen in Pinellas County, one of the first big events, and I think we'll do a good job. But
you know what I miss right now? Typically, we'd have Dougie Fresh on us to mix the tickets up.
Yeah, shake the tickets up, Dougie Fresh. But I think some different changes we have this year. One is there's just a one day only on the field. It's going to be Saturday for the weigh, starting at 3 o'clock. We'll have 2 vendors selling food. Snappers, 1,200 Chop House will be out there. And also carry on St. Pete concessions. We do have a bar. We'll have ATMs on the field, portalettes. We'll weigh your fish in on Saturday. We'll get the crown. We'll get the crown that night. We'll shake the champagne. But I think the award ceremony is going to be here. If you don't know where we're broadcasting from tonight, this is the official Old Salt office. We have an Old Salt store here. I think many people this year have found the Old Salt store. Tons of stuff for your Christmas stocking stuffers. We got a whole store up front, all the shirts, and all year round we have it. And the girls here do a great job at making stuff up for you if you need it customized.
Absolutely, and like I said, you know, being a different year, we still want the camaraderie. We still have a lot of teams. I want to thank all our teams that have come in from the Carolinas and out of state. You know, and we're just going to hit it right from the top here with weather. Listen, we've got a little blow coming in. It's out of the east. Fishing's been great on the beach. The bait's there. I've talked to several anglers today that have come through the office. You know, we've had over 300 teams registered. You know, it's fishable.
Yeah.
And typically, Dan, in the fall, I mean,
This is
really
pretty,
the
it's
beach
pretty
is
normal.
where it's at.
This is pretty normal.
You know?
Many tournaments we've had, it's been blowing 12 to 18 knots, and we're just lucky this year. It's dead out of the east. I've been out a couple days this week. It's flat as a pancake on the beach. There's birds everywhere on the beach. There's mackerel skyrocketing all along the beaches of Pinellas County. Egmont Key, the Ditch, Southwest Pass, Anna Maria. It's just gorgeous out there. So people are saying they can't fish. I think if anything, it's bringing the small boats. You know, our tournament is all about where the small boats can compete with any boat. You know, because that's what our 30-mile limit does. And I think this even brings it more into that
It's actually king
category.
of the beach is what you're saying?
It's going to be really the king of the beach this year. It doesn't matter if you've got a flats boat or you've got a quad engine 39 CV. You still can fish the beach. You can have a great time. And there's tons of fish being caught on the beach right now while guys are pre-fishing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people got into the extra TWTs because they're feeling pretty confident. I had no problem with the weather this weekend.
Yeah, and you know, with the extra TWTs, it has, you know, there's no guarantee paid out this year. It's based on entries, which is different for us, but the payouts look extremely strong. Like I said, we've got over 300 already registered. We're still registering through tomorrow. If you hear right now in the background, maybe, we still have people registering as we speak in the other room. So, you know, it is different, but it's still king of the beach. And we're going to continue to go on. We want to thank our partners with the county, and we want to thank our partners with the city of Madeira Beach. We couldn't do without all of them. And I think we probably should just get into the rules. I mean,
Right, and I think maybe after we should live stream the store when we're done here today, so people can actually see what the front end looks like and all the shirts that are available out there and the koozies and stuff. Just stocking stuffers galore out there. You guys need to really take advantage of this. And if you don't know where it's at, if anybody knows where Wawa's is in Bay Pines, in the back parking lot of Wawa's, if you're standing and looking at the back of Wawa's, there's a giant blue building, and that is the Old Salt office. So they're adjacent to the back of Wawa's in Bay Pines in that big industrial neighborhood back there. You can't miss it.
and right now we're flying every Old Salt flag we got out front.
Yeah,
so
Old Salt
You
flags.
really can't miss it.
Right across from the Bay Pines Hospital.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to
Go ahead, kick it off.
Fall King of the Beach 2020 Tournament Rules and Regulations. Rule number 1, the tournament rules may be changed at any time throughout the conclusion of the captain's meeting. I guess we'd have to decide on something like that right now and make a rule change.
We're good, right?
We're good. We're good. At Thursday, November 25th, 2020, the mandatory for each boat team to be watching this. It will be a virtual meeting, live streaming of the rules, changes, and what to expect. We've already talked about that. View on our website, oldsaltfishing.org. Number 2, Old Salt King of the Beach is a weight-based tournament. Anglers, regardless of division, will present their king mackerel and Spanish mackerel at the weigh-in on Saturday, November 7th, 2020. As indicated below, all paid places in each division are determined by the weight of the fish presented at the weigh-in. The heaviest fish in each division will be deemed the winner of that division. Additional paid places in each division are awarded on a weight basis as well. Heaviest fish to lightest fish weighed.
Every boat and team must be paid and registered prior to midnight Friday, November 6, 2020. No refunds of entry fees will be done unless the tournament committee cancels the tournament. We just told you we're fishing. The entire team, all the anglers fishing the tournament for the team, must be declared on the registration form. Definition of team: captains will be determine a number of up to a maximum capacity of their vessels. Kayaks are considered a vessel and only can have as many anglers as one vessel permits. Combined multiple kayaks is not permitted. If fishing from land, your team will have a max of 2 anglers on your team and they must stay together at all times. The overall division is eligible species limited to king mackerel. Eligible fish must measure at least 30 inches from the nose to fork, and the fishing starts at 6 a.m. on Saturday, November 7th, 2020. No lines in the water prior to this time.
All right, now the no lines in the water prior to this time is something that gets misunderstood every year. As I will see people sabiki and things like that before the tournament starts, and that's not allowed. So you've still got to pass a lie detector test. If you're going to win that big prize, you don't want to fail that lie detector test. So once midnight comes, you can catch all the bait you want, but you got to be throwing a cast net. You cannot put a line in the water after midnight until 6 a.m. The tournament rule boundaries are north, Cedar Key 2908,000. Our south boundary is Boca Grande Pass at 2639,000. Our west boundary, if you care to go after them waves out there, are going to be 8320,000. Approximately 30 miles west of Johns Pass Safe Water Marker. You must fish the Gulf of Mexico. All king mackerel and Spanish mackerel must be caught with handheld rods and reels, no electric reels. 2 or more boats coming into physical contact during the fishing hours in any manner will be disqualified. A boat rendering assistance to another boat will not be disqualified in the case of emergency at sea, such as an onboard fire, a sinking, or a medical emergency, etc. Any boat team that receives assistance, other than outlined previously, from another boat will be disqualified from the tournament. This is a captain's choice tournament. There it is up to the discretion of the registered captain to determine whether the weather for his or her craft is seaworthy for existing sea conditions. Participants are encouraged to scan channel 16 in addition to the tournament channel, which is 68, to keep abreast of any marine or weather warnings. The captain is responsible for all members of his or her crew on and off the water. That means at the weigh-in. You can be disqualified at the weigh-in if you're just a drunk crazy man and we have to throw you off the field. Or woman. Teams, anglers must be in the weigh-in line by 5 p.m. Saturday, November 7, 2020 at Madeira Beach Recreational Complex, 200 Rex Place, Madeira Beach. No exceptions. Scales will be open at approximately 3 o'clock. All teams, anglers must go to the weigh-in, check-in tent first. So that is on each side of the field, when you come up by car, there'll be a little tent. We call that the check-in tent. There'll be a girl in there. They'll unzip your bag. I believe they put a zip tie or something like that on the fishes. And there's also going to be a tent on the water side because we do also have a water taxi.
Yes, we do.
You can park your boat, you know, in the bay right there because we are on the bay, and as far as I can see it, and you get on 16, you get on 68, and you call the captain who's running the water taxi, and he will take you to the dock. When you get off the dock, there will be a fish check-in there. You must have your hand stamped and your king mackerel or Spanish mackerel tag to be eligible to weigh in. Every fish must be accompanied by its own weigh-in slip. You'll get that when you get up to the stage. One weigh slip per fish. Tournament officials will be at the drop dock and gates to verify the time and call the last one. We'll have people at both ends. So if you're you're hopping off the water taxi, I believe, and they can see you. It's 5 o'clock. They'll call you good.
What's interesting with this one is it's important that, you know, because our event is different. If you fish other events, that you can weigh a lady angler fish, you can weigh a youth angler fish, you can weigh an overall division fish. So all those Spanish mackerel, all those individual fish need to be tagged, and they also have to have your boat number on them. And those people at those check-in tents will make sure that you can do that. You know, we did say Gulf of Mexico. We want to make sure everybody still knows, yes, you can still fish into the bay. And that was a question we got several times today, but you can't fish the East Coast.
Yeah, it's a technicality. You can't fish the East Coast. King mackerel and Spanish mackerel may be brought to the weigh-in by boat or car. A crew member must accompany the fish to the weigh-in.
One fish per division per boat, like I was saying, may be weighed in, with the exception of the overall and single engine. You must choose only one of these divisions to weigh in. It only means on transporting during the tournament, the only means of transportation during the tournament is boat or by car. So you don't have to decide. There'll be payout schedules on the field just like normal. And once you get to me, and before you get to Dan as our official weighmaster, you'll decide if you want to weigh in the single outboard engine division sponsored by Suzuki Repower or the overall division. That's your choice. You can't win them both, but you are qualified as a single outboard engine division for the TWTs or the optional entry fees.
We have seen people lose $10,000 by not looking at the weigh board right before they make that last minute decision. Do we want to weigh this single engine? Do you want to weigh it? Well, ladies usually doesn't pay that much for that kind of decision, but single engine or overall, we've had some boats lose 10 grand by going single engine, not going overall when they had a big fish. And
the single engine shuffle.
Yeah, the single engine. But the single engine is awesome. There's hardly any. There's not a tournament around that gives away a $16,000 Suzuki for single engine. And I fished single engine for years and years and years, and it was typically a $500-600 prize, and we're not like that. It's a big prize here at King of the Beach. With 300 boats, it's still going to be a good payout everywhere, but that's a good one in single engine.
Absolutely. No rotten or mutilated fish will be weighed in. All fish will become property of the Old Salt Fishing Foundation. Any unwanted fish may be donated, and every fish needs to be properly iced and cared for. And I also like to touch on this slightly. People have been brining their fish. That's great. Don't let it freeze. Keep your fish fresh, but make sure they're just fresh enough, not frozen. The new brines that are out can be very potent, and they work very well. We've had it in a couple of events already, and it's something that just be careful of.
It caused an issue one time. When we first saw the use of some of the brines they have now, it was very confusing because a fish will pretty much freeze.
Yeah, we get a grunt of the Great American Grunt Hunt that was frozen solid, and we know that was caught on that day. But it's something that, like I said, it's just be careful with it, but like you said, it does need to be properly iced and cared for. Any king mackerel or Spanish mackerel weighed in containing lead or any foreign matter will be subject to disqualification and determined by the tournament weighmaster. Children eligible for the Youth Angler Award must be 14 years or younger on the tournament date. They must catch and reel the fish to point or gaff. One fish can be weighed in this division per boat or team.
Now, the lady anglers, their children are 14 or younger. Ladies eligible for Lady Angler Award must be 15 years old or older. She must catch and reel the fish to the point of gaff. One fish can be weighed in this division per boat/team. To be eligible for the single outboard engine division, you must fish, of course, from a single outboard engine boat. A kicker or small trolling motor does not count as a second engine. You haven't seen too many kickers, and that was pretty prevalent back in the 70s, but I haven't seen too many kickers on.
We got a couple walleye guys that come down.
Couple walleye guys,
that
fishing
do
like
come down.
yeah, fishing a bunch of planer boards.
Yeah.
At the time of the weigh-in, you must choose the weigh your fish single engine outboard division overall. We just discussed that by indicating it on your weigh slip. Only one fish can be weighed in this division per boat/team, and will not count in the overall division. The team must choose the division the fish will be weighed in prior to weighing their fish. We just talked all about that. Protest must be made to the tournament committee, and it shall be accompanied by a $500 check. A protest must be presented no later than 30 minutes after the last fish is weighed in. The $500 deposit will be returned if the protest is upheld and by the tournament committee, and the $500 deposit will become the property of the Old Salt Fishing Foundation if the protest is not upheld. Decisions of the tournament committee will be final.
By entering into the tournament, each contestant agrees to submit to a polygraph test and abide by its conclusion. The polygraph test will be issued in the discretion of the tournament director. A minimum of 3 tests will be performed. We always do 5 tests. We do first place overall, first place single outboard engine division, and then we pick some random winners to take that test just to make sure everybody still stays in line and does what they're supposed to do. The results of the polygraph test are final and cannot be protested or reviewed by a court of law. Failure to take or pass or submit to the polygraph will result in disqualification of an entire team and forfeit all winnings awarded. Each contestant selected for the polygraph must have in their possession a valid picture ID, a state of Florida fishing license. Captains listed on the registration form is required to take the test. The test will be given on Sunday, November 8th, 2020. Winning checks from the chosen teams will be awarded after passing the tests.
The tournament directors have the right to board any boat and view any marine, fishing equipment, or boat GPS tracks. In the event of a tie, the boat team that weighs in their fish first will break that tie. You weigh your fish first, you win. And that's kind of, you want to fish to the last minute, and it's kind of a catch-22 sometimes. All tournament winners must be present at the tournament awards to receive winning checks. Anyone receiving a check or a prize for this tournament must complete a W-9 form before the check will be written. Awards will be held on Sunday. This is something totally different.
Totally new. Pay attention.
Sunday, November 8th at 11 a.m. at the Old Salt headquarters office. Minimum of 1 team member authorized to fill out the paperwork and receive the check must be present. Otherwise, the winnings will be forfeited to the charity. The tournament within a tournament. TWT optional entries. Applies to King of the Beach, King Mackerel overall, and single engine divisions only. And will pay out 3 places to the top teams that paid into the TWTs. TWT split will be 50, 30, 20. There are now 3 TWTs offered. We have the standard one for an extra $110, and we have our traditional high roller for an extra $250. This year we added something a little different. We did a smoker division. It's a $500 TWT, but for me, I got to do it. Because if I play, it pays to play. 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and all 3 may be entered and won. So you don't have to do any of them, or you can do them all, or any combination. 1 place paid for every 10 boats registered up to 35 places. Single engine will be up to 5 places, pending on registered boats. Traveling angler is 3 places. Ladies is 3 places, and youth is 3 places. Travel Team Division. To qualify for the Travel Team Division, the captain listed on the tournament registration form must physically reside 75 miles or more from Madeira Beach, Florida. The tournament committee has the right to refuse entry to any applicant. In the event of such refusal occurs, 100% of the applicant's entry fee will be returned.
Registered boats must comply with state, federal, and U.S. Coast Guard safety and fishing regulations. Old Salt tournament rules must be adhered to. The decision of the Old Salt Tournament Committee and Waymasters are final. Now we're going to get into our Spanish Mackerel Division. Spanish Mackerel Division tournament rules. All tournament rules stated above apply to this division except number 4, 13, 14, 15, 21, and 22. They can all be found online if you didn't get them. This is a boat and team event. It's a $75 add-on for the King of the Beach registered boats. $155 on non-King of the Beach boats fishing for Spanish mackerel only. Only eligible fish, obviously, for the Spanish Mackerel Division is a Spanish mackerel. Eligible species limit to Spanish mackerel. Eligible fish must measure at least 15 inches from the nose to fork. Payouts are based on the number of entries. Only 1 Spanish mackerel per boat or team can be weighed in. What do we got, Dan? Was that it?
This is my bucket this year.
This is your bucket.
I just paid in. I got all my goodies in here, T-shirts and stuff.
Where's your ring?
I got.
Only the king gets the ring. Is
I
the
didn't,
ring on
I
your
didn't bring the
finger?
ring. All I have is my wedding ring tonight. I'll wear the ring. And this is my number for the weekend. Your rules will be on the back, so you can check your rules while you're out there. If you're arguing about the rules, what else we got different? The 2 things that really happen every year is, one thing is you always find somebody in line who didn't go through the check-in tag. And they're always upset. They've been online for 2 hours and their fish isn't tagged. They have no clue. So obviously they didn't watch or come to the captain's meeting as usual watching this year. So make sure you get your fish tagged.
And we announce it all day. But it happens every year. If those fish are not tagged and your hand's not stamped, your fish will not be weighed. One of the other misconceptions, Dan, other than breaking a tie, you don't have to stand in the line the whole time once you actually checked your fish. Everybody likes the line ride for some reason. You can do that. But like I said, other than breaking a tie, you can go get some food from Snappers or Carries, visit the bar, see some of our title sponsors out there, some of the boats that will be on display. I mean, we still have some things going on in the field. But once you've done that, you don't have to, like I said, unless it's a tie-breaking situation, you don't have to stand in that line the entire time. What's another? So Sunday, though, is a big thing. Okay, that's new. We will have some food. It's an experiment that we're doing just for this year, but there will be food available when you come on Sunday to our Old Salt offices. You can find a map on the King of the Beach pages at oldsaltfishing.org. It'll bring you right here to the headquarters. It's different, but we're still going to have a great time with this. We're looking forward to it. All the anglers that have come in are really excited to be here. I've talked to several of our South Carolina and our East Coast guys. They're excited to be here to be able to fish. We're excited to have the tournament. I mean,
yeah, I think we should actually, before we get done here, I think we should spin the camera around and show you the room that we're going to do the awards. You know what the awards look like, the area that looks like, and I think I like it.
Hey, we can make this up as we go.
I like this thing. I wouldn't mind seeing the awards here on Sunday every year. We'll see how it goes.
So we got one other thing we got to get to. We have a pre-registration.
And can kite reels be electric?
Kite reels, yes, they can. We have a question that came online. Your kite reels can be electric.
As long as it's not attached to the fish.
Not attached to the fish that you're fighting. So we did have some questions that were being posted online.
So that line better pop out of that kite clip.
Yeah.
When you pull that kite in, just don't drag your fish to the boat. But yeah, you're actually not catching. Any other questions?
Jim, do we have any other questions?
How do you add a crew member after you've already registered?
Yes, you can still add a crew member right here at the offices. We are by phone. You can also add additional optional entry fees right here and online.
And
Yeah,
if you
TWT.
didn't get into the Spanish mackerel division, I would add that. I mean, I'd cash more Spanish mackerel checks than I have kingfish checks over the years.
You know, and if you're a first timer, I would tell you to target a lot of times to target the Spanish mackerel first. Get a nice Spanish on the boat. You're gonna get a decent check. It's typically in the past it's been over $1,000 a pound for the Spanish
Yeah, it's
mackerel.
the first place.
So-
On our usual tournaments, non-COVID tournament,
Yeah.
it pays like about $5,000 for first place mackerel. I don't know what it'll be this year. I don't know how many people got in, but it pays pretty
Yeah.
good.
It does, and like I said, if you're a first timer, that's a great thing. And we know some of the fish that have won have actually been dropped. I mean, they've used them for bait first, and then they go in.
Yeah, well, I think they're usually right around in the 5 pound range.
Yeah.
The winner, 5.5. I think we've had it as high as 6 before.
But I mean, that's a great add-on. You can add that on anytime. We are here tomorrow all day as well. Like I said, jump online if you need to add any optional entry fees or TWTs. Call the Old Salt line.
The Old Salt people love answering the phone and talking.
Oh,
to you.
yeah.
What's that phone number?
I don't know the phone number.
It's 727-216-6601.
727-216-6601.
Miss.
Yeah, I'm
And
telling you.
we giving something
It's
away?
like fake noise in the stadiums right now. Give me like
Yes, we're giving away something.
We're
All
giving
right, we
away
got
something.
3 prizes we're giving away for everybody that pre-registered. We got a beautiful Ocean Tamer beanbag. Dan, why don't you dig in there and grab a winner for the Ocean Tamer beanbag from our pre-registration?
Pays to play pre.
I got one.
I think you got one. You got one.
I got one. Brendan Bach, you just won an Ocean Tamer beanbag, and looks like, I'm not going to say the color because somebody might grab the wrong color, but
Gray.
Brendan Bach.
It's white and gray.
White and gray.
It's white and gray for Brendan Bach.
Let me have the name.
Oh, there's Amy jumping in there. What do we got here?
We got a Bubba Gaff
This is a Bubba Gaff.
for $300.
This is a $300 value, and this was donated to us by our fine friends at
Tampa Offshore Fishing.
Tampa Offshore Fishing. Also, Zach has a great radio program on 102.5 The Bone and Cox Media.
They'll be live on our field.
It'll be live, and he'll be doing our live streaming on the field with us on Saturday. Dan, before I gaff you, this is a graphite shafter. This thing is this is heavy duty.
I'm going all the way to the
Go out
bottom.
to the bottom. Dig in there. I can hear Doug right now.
Yeah, shake him up.
Shake him up.
This next gaff here is going to go to Robert Pope. Robert, if you're out there, you just won a beautiful gaff.
Congratulations.
Bubba Gaff from
Bubba
1025. Tampa Offshore Fishing.
All right, now we got a beautiful custom fish bag here. This is the King Slayer.
Everything's
from Squid
beautiful.
Ink.
Everything's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, Dan. They're all beautiful. Everything. You want me? How you want me?
Like this.
Ah! How about that?
What's he biting on you there?
I don't know.
I don't got it.
They could give it a little bigger jar.
I know.
Oh, you got one drop down.
Put that one back in there. This one is going to Lenny Signorelli. Lenny
All right,
Signorelli.
Lenny, you won
just-
yourself a beautiful fish bag.
I'm going to write fish bag.
Fish bag right on there. You can't see it.
What else we got?
That is all of our pre-reg, I
Somebody's
believe.
got to keep giving stuff
We
away.
got a massive raffle.
We do have a massive raffle that's going to be online on Saturday. You can buy the tickets.
Starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow online,
Afternoon.
afternoon. We get our support staff chiming in the back here. This is, it's interesting to do this. We got some people out back where we're actually having the awards ceremony. They're peeking through the windows, and I can hear some people still registering up front.
We need people to come in.
We want to thank everybody, though. It's been a tough year for everybody. It's been we're looking forward to a fabulous event, and we're really glad to have everybody here to just be able to participate as we can and move forward. This is our official shirt, Mr. Mark Ray.
Official shirt, there's the front, and there's the back. The shirt we're going to have this year, and it looks like, what do you call this color? Charcoal?
That's a charcoal shirt.
Charcoal shirt with the pirate stuff on it.
Yeah.
There we go. What else are we forgetting, Tom?
I don't think we're forgetting
I
anything. We
shaved
got
my
some people.
eyebrows.
We got some people rolling in from the back right now, Dan. We're gonna spin the camera around.
Let's go show them that room too.
Road chat.
Yeah, go King of the Beach!
You want to hit
Show 'em the room?
I will. We won't be able to
Gilby?
talk, but
Well, you can talk, Jeff.
Tell 'em what we're
Jim, you
doing.
can
All
talk.
right, this is where the award ceremony is going to be.
okay.
on
Here is the
Sunday.
grand ballroom for the award ceremony for the King of the Beach on Sunday for everybody who wins thousands and hundreds and thousands and hundreds of dollars. And they never had to look at me.
Never had to look up.
Never had to look up. So
It's like mine.
I don't know.
Do we have any more questions?
If we do, jump on Facebook, send them in, call the hotline. OldSaltFishing.org's got everything on it that you need. Maria, are you here tomorrow answering the line as well?
Give him the number again. Tell him I'm trying my best.
We don't know the number. What is
Yeah,
the number?
It's
we
like
should.
216.
No, we should probably know the number. I mean, really, at the end of the day, but we are in a new location. Everybody, we've been having a great time. We're looking forward to seeing everybody. Everybody's excited. We have plenty of fish.
Joe Super says hi.
Joe Super.
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Down in the Sarasota area, fished our event for years. But yeah, we miss you guys. Like I said, it's been a great time having the registration all week. It's been different. Like I said, it's been a tough year for everybody, but we're excited. The anglers are excited, and I know we're going to see some great fish on Saturday, Dan, don't you?
It's going to be big ones. There's big ones on the beach.
Big ones on the beach. So other than that, if you have any other additional questions, oldsaltfishing.org, and the links are there to bring you right to the Old Salt hotline and answer any questions you have or add any additional TWTs or optional entry fees. Thank you all and have a great night until we see you next on Saturday. Tight lines and calm seas both on and off the water. Thank you.
Yo! Dan and Tommy out.